Yo, what's up guys? We're going to be taking a look here at the Tier 5 Japanese battleship. Almost said tank destroyer. Man, I play too much World of Tanks. But here it is, the Kongo, and unfortunately, even though I'm mostly fully upgraded, I do not have the best modifications for your guns to give this thing a 21.2 kilometer range, which it has 19.3 kilometers range, not fully upgraded, so that's still way better than any of the American battleships at the moment. They can only dream of seeing 20 kilometers until they reach Tier 8, I believe. But anyways, we got the Kongo. It has main batteries of 356 millimeters, and there's 2, 4, 6, 8 of them. And man, it is one heck of a ship. Just take a look at these. And of course, you get a scout plane very, very early on in the Japanese battleship line. So, well, so you get the Kongo from the Myogi at Tier 4, which is just, it's a love-hate relationship. I had good battles and I had bad battles, but I had a really lot of bad battles in this ship. It's just heavy cruisers for you. Even though they're considered battleships inside the game, and but real life they were heavy cruisers, yes. So the first daylight of any sort of battleship technically was the Kongo, and with the scout plane activated, you have about like is there a way to check how much? But I believe it's 26 kilometers with the scout plane, if not just below that, and the survivability on it is pretty standard. It has 25 to 203 millimeters of armor, 5,000 or 54,000 hit points. Got secondary batteries of up to 152 millimeters, which is just phenomenal if those pesky destroyers are getting up to your side. And I have had a lot of moments where destroyers would just get obliterated by my secondary armaments, and you can see them along the sides right here. Just riddled with it along the sides. It's like having a St. Louis strapped to your side. A defense isn't very that phenomenal. It gets, yes, 127 millimeter flat guns, or secondary. It's also your secondary batteries, and it also counts for AA. So they're dual purpose. That's the word. Maneuverability, it's pretty freaking fast. Like, that's cruiser status at 30 knots, and turning circle is alright. It's a battleship. Don't get it wrong, not expecting miracles here. And then nearly 15-second rudder shift time, which when dodging torpedoes, if you overturn, you're gonna take 1 or 2. Anywho, we don't really care about concealment because you're in a battleship after all. You're gonna be shooting at people from up to 20 kilometers away. You're gonna be spotted. So, without further ado, let's I'll play the video back when I get in the battle. And here we are, back inside of our Kongo, and we were on the map. Is this? Oh, there it is, straight. There we go. And we got 4 aircraft carriers in total, 2 on each side. They have 2 destroyers, so we have to worry about that. Let's check out what they are at the moment. They got a Izukazi and a Minakazi, and we only have like an MV. Excuse my Russian. They got the ARP Kongo and a New York for battleships. Oh, and the Myogi. I'm not really too scared about him. We got a Wyoming, a Myogi, a New York, and yeah, we pretty much got the same thing for aircrafts, the Bogue and Langley. Target's in range already. AP is loaded, and salvo side. I forgot to put on camo at the beginning of this match, and that was way off. He's going way slower than I thought he was. Bringing it down to half speed here. And yes, this is live gameplay, so if I make any decisions that are incorrect, feel free to blow me up on it. Alright, he's turning towards me, which is good. Potential Citadel penetrations, and he's not focused on me. And that's out. Those are looking pretty good. I'll take it. Not a Citadel, but still 11,000 damage. Those were well-aimed shots. Oh my god. See, and that's why we play battleships. I'm not a battleship player myself. I'm actually a destroyer captain. If you were to tell me to pick a battleship or a destroyer, I'd choose the destroyer anytime. But just the Kongo's a really good tier 1 battleship. It's really, really fun. Especially if you get really good shots like that and the previous one. These are 14-inch guns down at tier 5, which is not bad at all. I'm not going to activate my scout plane yet because there is no need to, and I don't believe any of the destroyers went this way. If they did, then I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be focused on me, and there's a torpedo over there, so that should give me a sign that where the destroyers are. Fast moving cruiser, Furutaka, and we got planes inbound. Oh. Oh my god. Well, there go. He was on 30,000 health, but never mind. And I'm on fire. Torpedo planes are coming. I'm trying to turn this ship as fast as I can. I can't. Where are those torpedoes? Oh. There they are. I'm not going to use my damage repair consumable yet because I know I'm going to take one torpedo at least. And that did cause flooding. And now I can repair. And I'll also activate my regenerative healing thing that battleships get. Some cruisers can get it too in the higher tiers because, like the German ones, I believe they don't get them until tier 8. And what is that? The Mayogi? I only have 2 guns that are able to be bearing on his position. And he's a bit faster than the New York. Shots out again. Getting my forward gun emplacements to start turning around. At least one's gonna hit. Yeah. Got a minute left on our health. I don't need to worry about him. I should really be focusing on the New York because the Mayogi is too big of a problem. He only has 3 of my guns. 3 turrets, I should say. He still has 6 guns. But the New York's going pretty slow still. I should be around about the 5 to 7 range, and nice turning. That was bad on me. Some might hit. It looks like he's looking down on my position. Yeah, that was my bad. And looks like those torpedoes are coming in for another run. The least. I'm looking at 2 here. Yeah, 1, 2. And the dive bombers dropped on me. Luckily it didn't start a fire and I can take out the flooding right now. Also activate my healing consumable and turn the ship back to starboard side. Nearly said port there for a second. Alright. And shots at him. I think he took a shot at me, or he's shooting at that cruiser right there. What is that? I'm not even going to try to pronounce that cruiser's name. Not doing too phenomenal damage now. I only did 15,000, 15, but now 20 hits and 1 Citadel. What is that over there? Still the Furutaka. Still on the same health that I left him at, and that New York just played that torpedo. And he's turning towards me. Shot out. And these are looking decent. 3,000 damage. It's consistent damage, so that's good. consistently decent damage. Not the best, but it's better than, you know, doing 1,000 damage. And then here come those torpedo bombers again, making their way towards me. Did he stop? I can't tell if he stopped. And there's those torpedo bombers. This aircraft carrier player just wants me dead. I don't blame him. This is a really good ship that you don't want kept in action. And there we go. First kill on the Myogi. Ooh, that was a big hit from the New York. Shot down one plane, helping our teammate fighter squadron take him out. He's not even pointing at me. Shots out again. Too much lead. No? No? Ricocheted all three of them. So no damage. Just taking a quick look around us, wondering where that destroyer player is. And then there's torpedoes. I can at least dodge one. Oh, I can dodge them all. That's good. I don't know how many torpedoes I've taken so far. I think like maybe 3. Doesn't sound like a lot, but you know, torpedoes are still torpedoes. That's 5,000 damage. So I'm aiming for Citadel's hit. 3,700 damage. And dive bombers onto me right now. I just noticed that. And they missed. Good. I'm assuming it's the Langley, you know, the one hastily put me out of my desert. Giving him way too much lead. These are horrible dispersions. See, I always feel my guns are more accurate at range for some reason, and when I'm up close, it's just, you know, get 1 or 2 shots, and I'm on fire. What is it? Oh, the Furitaka is trying to give me back my medicine, and yeah, he's dead. Where is he? No, he's gonna take one, and anyways, all right. Furitaka just dodged his torpedoes. Torpedoes. Oh, he is making a really poor decision right here. Stop right in the broadside. Okay, I guess he made the right decision to sit right in front of the broadside of a Kongo. That's the frustrating thing about battleships. You wait 30 seconds to get all your guns to bear, and then you shoot, and all of them either miss, or the ones that do hit ricochet off a cruiser. Yeah. Alright, Jesus forsaken me. And more dive bombers. Still missing. And there's torpedoes again. Oh, I'm gonna take one. Ouch. Damaged one of my guns. Wasn't heavily damaged, so that's good. Oh. Yeah, let me just come around this corner real quick, and then I'll show you what 15-inch guns feel like. Ship is on fire. Yes, I know that. I don't know why you feel obliged to tell me when I'm on fire every time. And don't want to shoot at his... Of course. While I'm here, might as well cap. Yeah, the Kongo's great when it hits stuff. Oh my god. Can't even hit the inside of a yeah, can't even hit the broadside of the inside of a barn sometimes. And we've captured the area. More points for me. And there's a Kongo on nearly full health. And I have a very angry carrier and Furitaka to my right. This thing is phenomenal at turning, as you can tell. I don't even think he's focused on me, really. Oh, no. His shells bounced and missed. Good for me. That is the RIP Congo. Get yourself an anime girl captain and oh. Oh, nope. I'm gonna dodge it. And there's more of them on me. I am turning. Where's more dive bombers? Man, this guy just is not happy with me. Come on. Turn the ship around. No. I'm gonna take one and then overturn. Maybe take another. Yeah, no. Well, now we can only hope and wait that our team does good enough. Yeah, that enemy carrier player really did not like me. That was what, like his 5th torpedo squadron after me? I have no idea what that was. And I'll pause it again and I'll show you the battle results screen and then we'll do one more battle. And here we go. Not a bad first win of the game, as unfortunately I died by the Bogue, but still came out with nearly 3,000 experience. This is the ×2, by the way, not running a premium account. 120,000 credits, 150 free experience, and nearly 3,000 experience. On our team, nearly got the most experience of 1.4k. Only destroyed one ship, playing, and I don't really care about that. Detailed report, nearly 70,000 damage. That was a pretty spot on map. And we'll head back to port here real quick and set the battle on button because I need to remember to put camouflage on my ship. And you may be wondering, why would you need camouflage? But they give you 2 different types of camouflage options in this game to customize your ship. That is not the camouflage button. Exterior. Alright, so the 2 camouflage type you get, and the one that I mainly use for battleships, is this type 2. It decreases the chance of getting hit, so it gives a negative 4% firing accuracy on the enemy ship that is locked onto you. So if they press X and they're locked onto you, they have a 4% less chance of actually hitting you. And the next one I use for, your little destroyers, negative 3% detectability on your ship. And I think the percentages vary depending on what tier you are. Let me just go on to my Minakaze right here. And I believe it gives me 4%. That is not exterior again. Okay. No, still 3%. Anyways, back to the Congo. And I just forgot to put on the camouflage as I explained it to you. Anyways. Alright, let's mount this. And even though 12,000 looks expensive, when you're making 120,000 per game, or 80,000 per game, you make a lot of money in this match. Like, I haven't been playing for that long, and I nearly already have 8 mil. And if this were World of Tanks, this would be ages to get that amount of money. Anyways, I'll start the recording back again once I'm in battle. And here we go, back in the battle. Hopefully, we get a lot more Citadel penetrations, unlike the last one. We still did a substantial amount of damage to that enemy team, even without Citadel penetrations, but they're just still good to see. 20,000 damage pop up and you hit a ship and you go, oh my god. Anyways. The Congo. 8 14-inch guns, 356 millimeters. I know I already said this. It's just fun to say again because that is ridiculously big for a tier 5. What I'm really looking forward to in this game is the German battleships, mainly destroyers because, as I said in the beginning, I am a destroyer player all the way. And I really know nothing about German destroyers. When you think about the German Navy, you think about big Deutschland class dreadnoughts and U-boats. No, like we have the Hindenburg in the game, but I haven't even heard of it as a ship. I've only known of it as the blimp that, you know, blew up into a burning fireball. And it'd be interesting to see what they put in the game. Because coming from War Thunder, they usually put tanks that were in real life and saw combat experience, and World of Tanks and War of the Warships, wargaming just in general, usually put in, you know, paper copies, prototypes, you know, things that could have been in the war but weren't, you know. And if you're into realism and stuff like that, go ahead and play War Thunder. But if you kind of like this arcade style and just fun experience, mainly play the game for the fun. So if you're looking for that, this is a game for you. And someone's already getting shots off. What is that? Fuso. That's a Kongo on steroids. That's 12 of my guns. So if you saw and you did see my performance last match, imagine if I had 12 of these guns and I still did as good as that match. I could have probably easily done way better that match than I did. So hopefully it doesn't take long to get to the Fuso, and there's an enemy destroyer coming here, and I don't really think those shots are gonna hit, but why not? No. I'll let you know. See, why not? Doesn't hurt to try. Unless he's 3 kilometers away from you and about to dump a full salvo spread of torpedoes. Then it's bad too, you know. Yes. We got the New Mexico, and not even going to try to pronounce those 2 ships. And the Congo. And he's already taking fire. So nothing too spectacular coming for us. Mainly just destroyers trying to weaken us up. And I know nothing about the Russian destroyers besides their crappy torpedo ranges and massive damage, and I can't play with anything below 7-kilometer range torpedoes. 7-kilometer range torpedoes is kind of pushing it for me. I need my long range torpedoes, torpedos, whatever you want to pronounce it. Torpedoes? Can we get the kill on this? No, he's gonna die. Yeah. Those were good shots, though. If only they were as good when I took the first shot on him. But maybe if I didn't shoot at it in the beginning, maybe I would have gotten the kill. Who knows? The butterfly effect. It's an odd thing. Doesn't really look like we're getting much opposition over here. Is that the right word? Opposition? Okay, probably someone out there will correct me on this. Looks like everyone's starting to turn to port. Mainly because we're running to the edges of the map here. And I'll just stay up with this that ship. That one cruiser on our team. I'm just gonna stay with him in this New Mexico. I could activate my scout plane, but there's just so many islands on this map. It's kind of hard to get accurate long-range shots without hitting any islands or just straight up missing. This destroyer going straight down the middle. Somebody noticed them. I was about to ping the map, but that works. Everyone's just out of range for me. I could probably just shoot and hope for the best for my rounds to go off target. I was thinking about shooting at them. I'm thinking, you know, maybe there's people we don't know about over here. And that enemy aircraft carrier pilot. Why did I? Enemy aircraft driver. Player. Pilot. is about to come in range. And there's 2 of them again on each team, and we're losing 2-4 right now. So things aren't looking too good for us. It's been pretty much a boring match, but that's what you can expect from Battleship sometimes. You get good matches and you get bad matches, but hey, just always press that battle button again. Oh, enemy cruiser going in the line of sight here. And Japanese Tier 5 cruiser. I think that's the Tier 5, or is it Tier 4? Yeah. Again, someone correct me on it. Someone gets some nice shots into him. I should start start turning the port. I'm sorry, I am really bad in the English language sometimes. I want to send out my scout plane, but I know right when it deactivates, I'm going to get in the line of sight of someone if I did have it ready, so I'm not. Sorry, Temptation, you're going to have to wait another day. And the Warspite, Tier 6 British battleship, the only British battleship, or any British battleship in the game at the moment. And he's not here. Alright, if that's how you want to play, I'll stay stealthy too. Man, this battle, I'm just glad this carrier player isn't gonna, send wave after wave of planes at me. You can hear my AA guns just going off at them. We're not shooting any of them down. So, I wonder what kind of aircraft abilities do the Karlsruhe has. Enemy cruiser just got out of line of sight, and there he is again. Behind the island, of course, because why not? Of course he's behind the island. Not one person to shoot at, and we're entering their base almost now. And there's torpedoes in the water after our... there's two big battleships right here. You're going to try to kill the cruiser? Hey, if you want to waste your planes like that, go right ahead. And then, here we go. Warspite. I believe it has 14-inch guns as well, but just really inaccurate and it's a terrible traverse rate. My shots are a bit off. Maybe that cluster of 4 right there is gonna... 3. And there's a short to left. Ishailov. Izyaslav. Is that how you pronounce it? Alright, he's activated smoke, but I think he's a bit too close for that. And once he's spotted again, I'm just gonna let him have it. Where is he? Come on. Come on. Show yourself. I can see the smoke. Alright. One hit. Alright, I'm sorry for that. Never mind, I'm not going to do that again. Alright. We got for attack on our left. Warspite to our front. I should be focusing on the Warspite, but yeah, torpedoes everywhere. He just got pincered by torpedoes. There was no escaping for that poor soul right there. Hopefully no escaping for this poor soul right here. 2 Congos. Kongou-Sans. 2 Congos. Sorry for that. Alright, enemy Warspite coming around. Opening fire on my position. I have for 2 seconds. Oh. Repair that. No, I probably should have waited until those dive bombers came. Alright. Shot down 1 plane. Not going to be enough though. And 4,000 damage. And I'm on fire. Yeah, I should have saved my. That was like I said, live gameplay. Always make these silly mistakes, but hey, that can teach you some, and teaches me something as a player to get my timing better. And I thought all my guns were loaded, but I guess not. Still, that was a good hit. 6 shots. And I have no idea where his citadel is, because apparently it's in different positions. And here come the torpedo bombers. And of course, me being up front, that's where he's going to drop the torpedoes, and hopefully I can get the salvo off. Or not even the salvo, really. Come on. Come on. Only going to take 1 here. And the damage control ability is nearly up. Turning the port side, so start to aim a little bit more at him. And completely miss. start turning some more. And got 3 guns loaded. Shots out. Oh, I thought that was a citadel for a second. You got me excited. And I'm about to run to the border map. Oh no. Go on, go. Faster, push. Because enemy torpedo bombers are coming. Gonna take 1 again. Maybe 2. Come on, don't hit that. Don't. Okay, good. Nearly dodging torpedoes. See if he keeps up barrages like that on me. I can say goodbye to my ship. Right, a little bit in front of him. That's really good spread of shots right there. I'm gonna do a single burst, maybe that will be or just not. I can barely see those orange tracers. Crap. I'm gonna start healing. Hopefully get that back. Don't lose too much health. After all, there is an enemy carrier player somewhere around here. Can guarantee that. There's, looking at the map here, there's dive bombers onto my position again. 3 of my guns out. And he is on cripplingly low health. Am I in the map corner? I am in the map corner. I excuse that. You didn't hear that. I'm in border, I swear. Don't question my sexuality. Alright. Nice shots. Man, my front guns are super accurate. Turning in, I probably should have aimed a little bit more to the... No, I shouldn't have aimed a little bit more to the left. And he has torpedoes on that thing, so I can see him, if he's a good player, would, yeah, shoot at him, drop torpedoes on me, and that's exactly what it looks like he's doing. And I'm starting to turn into him. Shoot my first thing off. Come on, get good shots here. That was... I have no idea if he's ever going to drop... Yep, there they are. And I get off the finishing shot right here. Yep, and Citadel. Thanks! Because I totally wouldn't have killed him without it. And I'm not gonna... Alright, I'm sending out scout plane now. Go! I always like seeing this thing take off. Oh god, I'm gonna get pincered assault right here by enemy torpedoes. Man, what kind of torpedo? Alright, not torpedo, what kind of... Okay, yeah, start turning right. Start turning right. We're gonna take 1. And boom. Ah, I shouldn't have even used it. I didn't even take flooding. Cool. That was my bad. 1, 2. Start turning port side to get my guns to bear faster. 3, 4. Aiming too far ahead. And you may be wondering why I'm using armor piercing to shoot an aircraft carrier. It's a good and bad scenario. Right now I should probably be switching to high explosive to knock out his runway. But we're capturing at the moment, so even if I die, it wouldn't matter. There's nothing he can do about it. And then there's the other enemy carrier player, the Zuho. Zoiho? And 2. Get them Citadel penetrations here. There we go. Citadel penetration. 10,000 of his health gone. See, because there's a plus and a minus for using armor piercing. You could either, if you aim right and true, you'll guarantee Citadel penetration to kill him much faster than when you were shooting with high explosive, even though you do have the chance of setting fires. I'm gonna shoot 2 shots at him and 2 shots at the Zuho. Enemy ship is sunk. And there we go, another Citadel penetration. And we're gonna take 2 torpedo hits. No, 1. There we go, there's 1. And I use my damage control ability. then hopefully one last citadel penetration should finish him off, if I do get one. Alright, alright. Here we go. Shots out. Looking decent, but not decent enough. Damage controllability while he has his fighters taken in. And it's good that I have this guy distracted, because then he's not aiming at the people on our capture. Go, 2 shots, missed. But don't worry, I got 2 more shots coming in right here. And I'm on fire. And it wasn't enough. And torpedoes. And there we go. Nice. I'll be able to dodge all these torpedoes. And there we go. You took a big hit, unless that was just all the damage being registered. Now we just get free points, because they can no longer rearm. How much time's left on that fire? Oh, there we go. Victory. So hopefully this battle was entertaining enough for you, and that is a lot of base experience. That was a lot more than my last match. 3 citadel penetrations, 2 on the carrier, and 1 on that pretty much already dead cruiser. 132,000 credits, 2,000 experience, 105 free experience. And we got, hold on, check that reward. Fireproof. Receive damage caused by fire that exceeds 40% of your normal HP and survive the battle. Yeah, the Kongo, it can take a beating. It's one heck of a ship. Shot down 11 aircraft and destroyed 1 enemy ship. 72,000 health. Yeah, that was more than our last battle. Hopefully you guys are able to see the Kongo in action, and hopefully you like this gameplay. If there's more that you want to see, I should be getting the what's this ship right after the Minakaze? Anyways, I should be getting a video out on the Minakaze sometime soon, and then the next video will hopefully be on the Mitsuki. That's what it is, the Mitsuki. That's gonna be a horrible grind, and if you don't know why I say that, it's because the Mitsuki, when it's stock, only has 6-kilometer range torpedoes, and once you're done with those, you get a whopping 10-kilometer range torpedoes, which is way better, and I'm actually really looking forward to that. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. See you next time, and have some fair seas.